Weird.
We're seeing Deadpool. Oh my gosh.
Think about what I get. My sister has it. Yes. It's you.
I know.
Wintertime here at Hogsmeade Village.
Lieutenant Dane,
Hello, Forrest.
you got new legs.
Titanium alloy.
Time for my summer sizzle. Cool as a cherry popsicle.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's happening. It's dish time. I've always wanted to do this in front of you.
Creating content that enlightens and lifts you up.
Dish, sir, dish.
Me at Splash Mountain, just pepper these in here.
Hello, everyone. This is Kermit the Frog reporting live from the final showing of Muppet Vision 3D.
Right? God, I missed our daily dishes.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the dish.
Hey. So, let's dish.
What do you want to dish about?
Anything you guys want. This is your time.
I forgot to put myself on the stage. Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun. I think we're here. I think we're good now. This is the dish. Let me see if I have audio. Yes, I do. Whoop. There we go. Okay. You don't need echo. We do have audio. What was that about? That was there's a lot of buttons to hit back here on StreamYard. Whoopsie daisy. Andy W is here. Yes. We do love hearing that fresh brisket on the board every time we are at Bucky's on the right occasion. They don't do it all the time, which is interesting. So let me say hi to everybody in the chat. Thanks for being here tonight on this kind of abbreviated show as we get ready. We get prepared. This show will stream right into the WDW Pro Show 200,000 subscribers celebration, which is also celebrating, and it's way past this now. I think it's over 100 million views on the channel. So that is nuts. And he's done it all in just a little over 2.5 years. So crazy, because I believe that channel launched January of 2023. And I believe my first visit to the channel, guest spot on the channel was 2024, January 2024, about a year later. So, wow, growing and growing and growing and very exciting. Let's say hi to everybody. As you know, I want to thank you for being here because you're the apple in my eye, the cream in my coffee, the energon to my transformers. You're the energon and the energy that makes this guy transform and roll out of bed after my afternoon nap to be here with you.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy. This stuff's the greatest.
All right. We got William Schweikert checking in. Hopefully, yeah, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Let the 200K celebration begin. Absolutely. Cool beans from Tom F., who's backstage. He'll be back there. Kathleen Fantazi weighs in. Congratulations to Pro in the Gang. It sounds like Cool in the Gang. Pro in the Gang. Celebrate good times. Come on. Bop, 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 bop. Truly a huge accomplishment in such a short time. Yes, indeed it is. Strings and Pucks also waiting backstage. Says howdy, y'all. Chris 0187. Hello, Chris 0187. My beautiful wife is chiming in. Felicitaciones, WDW Pro. And he'll appreciate that, baby. I think he's actually fluent in Spanish. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that he might be completely fluent in Spanish. So when you write in on the Pro Show, baby, write in Spanish and see if he answers. That'll be interesting to see. Emily Kruger says, hail, hail, Emily, hail, chat, hail, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Absolutely, absolutely happy Wednesday. And Virginia, my beautiful, bienvenidos, congratulations. Hello, everyone. Jess Hart's the theme parks waiting backstage says happy Wednesday, everybody. Glad to have Jess back with us tonight. And Emily and Linda F. Says hello, follow the Bradley's Fun and everyone who's waiting back here. Good evening, everyone. Let's see. Kit Kat has chimed in. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Kit Kat. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Fresh brisket on the board. Andy W. Good to see you here, Andy W. Good to see you. And Kit Kat says hi to Virginia. I'm just trying to see. Hopefully we got everybody here. Jared Markham. Jared Markham is in the house. His first video said that they were posted in January of 2022. 2020. Maybe it was 2022. I know you spent fully. Yeah, he got he did get demonetized that one time. Is it January 2022? I thought it was January 2023. It might be 2022. Could be. Anyhow. But yeah, I joined in 2024, I do believe. But I remember because my invitation that I got was in December of 2023. And I know he's been on with Valiant since way before that. So absolutely. James All Day is here. James All Day says, what's up? What's up, James? All day and all night, as it turns out. Who do I hope buys Warner Brothers? Wow. It's such a weird story. We're going to cover it a little bit. Actually, I have it up in the background, but there's a chat. There's a post from somebody that I want to cover because I think it's a weird part of the story. I remember it was Time and Warner, and they merged, and then they later bought Discovery. I would think that, man, it's tough between Paramount. Like, I'd love for Skydance to own it because I think Skydance would do it right, but also Comcast having Harry Potter in there. I really don't know. I don't know who I hope buys it. Leadership is going to be, yeah, whatever it is. It's an interesting question for sure. Oscar the Pro 2012 Hello, Oscar the Pro 2012. Thanks for chiming in. Good to see you here in the audience tonight. What's up? And Bradley, yes. And Cat Wings is here. Cat Wings. Now time to get follow the Bradley Fun up to 1 million views. Everybody hit like and subscribe. I really enjoy listening to you. Well, thank you, Cat Wings. I have how many millions of views do I have on my channel? I actually have, let me just check my YouTube studio because I haven't really checked my views lately. My views have been kind of a little bit lower lately because I have been dividing my time up a little bit more. Total views on the channel, lifetime, it says right now 8,711,268 total views on my channel. So there you go. And Oscar Pro 2012, go over and check his channel out, guys. Got over 300 subscribers, or her channel. I don't know. Oscar Pro could be really a male or female, just being a pro on the Oscars. And I see William Schweikert says, "What's up? What's up? Yeah." We're going to celebrate a couple channels that are here with us. As a matter of fact, as we bring these guys in, one is kind of a regular, almost like Norm from Cheers.
Afternoon, everybody.
Hey, Ron. What's going on, man?
How you doing? Yeah, Bark okay. Magnitude. Yep. Good to know. All we can do is our best and hang in there.
That's the dog. That's Otis.
Otis. Was it? Isn't? Otis. It's Lex Luthor's sidekick, right? Otis was so different in the new Superman movie. Did you catch the reference? I don't know if you watched the new Superman movie. Okay,
I did. I just don't. So I'm trying not to remember it much.
It was horrible. I mean, it was one of the worst things that I've personally ever seen. Nothing against David Corenswet. I think he did what he could with what he was given. I just don't like what he was given. I actually like the actors that played Lois and Superman / Clark, but I did not like the costumes. I did not like the way that the filmography, the style of the whole thing. Justice Gang, Superman being a side character in his own movie. Lex, apparently the guy that plays Lex is actually a pretty big dude, but he never looked big. The way they shot him, I don't know, something about the way they shot him made him look really small and tiny and skinny, and
that's how I thought he was.
I just don't see. Well, apparently he's like 6'2" or 3 or something. I don't know. I mean,
still could be skinny.
I know, and he just doesn't look. I don't know. Anyway, there is an Otis in that movie, just like Lex Luthor had Otis, but Otis. The dynamic between Lex and Otis in Superman the movie from 1978 and the follow-up is hilarious. And that comic that provided the correct kind of comic relief when you need in a Superman movie, because Superman is such a straight man, although he had some super funny lines. I mean, like Bad Vibrations is such an iconic Superman line. To this very day, I love it when he's just standing there and the guy hits him from behind, and just subtly Christopher Reeve is acting, Bad Vibrations. that was so funny, especially at that time when the commercial was on. We're taking a good vibration. That song was so popular at the time. But yeah,
what was that also used to advertise?
Like Sun-Kissed Orange Soda, right?
Yeah, orange soda, yeah.
We're taking up good for Sun-Kissed Orange Soda, taste sensation. Yeah,
man.
I don't know.
I feel old.
It's really sad that our brains just get these
went to that.
jingles.
They programmed the hell out of us.
They sure did. I mean, if I say Winston tastes good like a, you probably know what the Winston tastes good, like a people know.
My God.
Or if I say plop plop fizz fizz, oh what a relief it is.
Yeah, Alka-Seltzer.
Yep. Let's get some of our other folks in here. Who else do we have? Um, you know, this other guy, I don't know where he's supposed to be. I think he might have gone somewhere else.
So I think what happened is I went to Epcot. You can go around the whole world, and I had a couple in the Germany section, and I thought I went to China. Anyway, I'm a knucklehead. But I'm sure this guy has some things he'd want to, back out of his.
How was that, Jimmy?
I'm not chemically altered at this moment, so I'm good.
Good for you. It's good to not be chemically or welcome to the show, Jeremy Laura, Mr. Dreams and Books. Tonight we're doing a salute to the world, but mostly America. No, we're and we have one more guest who my audience is familiar with and absolutely loves, and she's been away for a little bit, so we are happy to have her back. Where's she been?
Doc, calm down, okay? Just calm down. It's me, it's Marty.
No, it can't be you. I sent you back to the future.
Hey, Doc, that's right, but I came back again. I came back from the future. Don't you remember last night? You fainted. I brought you home.
This can't be happening. You can't be here. It doesn't make sense for you to be here. I refuse to even believe that you are here.
Hello.
But you are here, Jess. You are back.
I'm back. It's good to be back.
You don't have that Veriflex floating skateboard, do you?
No, but I want one. If we could work on that.
It's funny because they were working on the hoverboards back in 2015, and they came out with that stupid thing that's not a hoverboard that they called a hoverboard that actually has wheels on it. That was dumb. And then they actually have the one hoverboard that works, but only on a maglev surface, so it's very limited and really has no practical use whatsoever, and it hovers about an inch with the person on it, which has got to be a pretty strong anti-magnetic field to lift a person up.
Remember
but
the bullet train? I mean, wasn't that a
well
big deal?
but that's okay. Yes, you've got maglev technology that's being used a lot right now,
but that's huge compared to a little skateboard.
Yeah, this was actually did you ever see the video footage of the skateboard thing? It's I think it was Tony
not
Hawk,
authentic.
actually.
I saw a lot of lives.
Yeah, no, this was actually authentic, and it was in some laboratory type thing situation, and they had rolled out the surface, which was magnetic, and then you have the board, which has the the magnet pushing against the other magnets, and it works, but not not in a way that
is very, very limited. That'd be tough to.
It was incredibly limited, and truth of the matter is, an actual hoverboard, you have no way to manipulate it properly. It's not like it was in the movie. I mean, when you're fighting magnetism, you're going to fall one way or the other. It's very difficult to control that.
Did you guys have those Boys Life magazines growing up?
Yeah.
In the back, there were always things for sale, and one of them was a kit to make your very own hovercraft. And I wanted it so bad, but it was literally, it didn't work. It was taking apart a vacuum cleaner, essentially, and trying to use that to create there was no steering capabilities. It was and Dad talked me out of it. So once I saw what it really was, I was kind of, but they always had X-ray glasses and things for sale. And
X-ray specs. I bought a pair of X-ray specs.
What do they do?
So what they do when you put X-ray specs on is they sort of blur the light and then create a barely side-by-side dual image of something. So what happens is if you're looking at an object, you get a silhouette. You get the outside lines of the object kind of blurred, and then you get a dark silhouette in between, which kind of gives you the semi-illusion that you're looking through something. But yeah, it's not. None of it is real.
They sold millions.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, I'm sure that they had the disclaimer somewhere where kids could hardly read it, where it said this is a gag item or whatever. They still sell them, I think, at Spencer's Gifts today.
Yeah,
if you go in there,
when you
and you
think
had to
about
mail away for it, so you wait a month and a half.
oh,
think
not
about
the
it.
old comic book stuff.
Somebody
man.
made millions off of that.
I had
like
a
the
book.
Pet Rock.
I had the Pet Rock was funny, but I had a book that was one of my favorite books given to me for one of my birthdays. I think when I was a kid, and it said like 1,001 free stuff for kids. 1,001. It was called Free Stuff for Kids, and had like 1,001 different things you could like send off for and get for free. But it was so much junk.
It's free junk.
It was free junk. That's right.
That's kind of junk.
Love some free junk.
Speaking of free, you know this whole democratic socialism thing that they are trying to push, a certain segment of the population is trying to push. I am all for it if they can figure out a way to make it work for exercise, nutrition, fitness. If there's any way that we can have other people do my workouts and then I get the results, I'd really appreciate that.
Only fair. I mean,
I'm into fitness.
Yeah,
Fitting this cheeseburger into my mouth.
yeah, right. But yeah, like they talk about it. I mean, if the principle is true, when applied, it could be applied across the board to anything. If it's a true principle, then it cannot work just with money or clothing or food or shelter or utilities. It also has to work with fitness. You have to be able to apply it across the board. Somebody else out there has got to do workouts like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I get the results from it without doing anything.
Did you see what they uncovered in Michigan with all that?
no.
4,000 phantom jobs. They were fake jobs being paid. And it literally is money going to people's friends and families while they were cutting other jobs, actual jobs. They found thousands of these. And the news is barely touching it, but I'm looking at my home state going,
and
the governor just got in trouble because her best friend somehow got a grant for hundreds of millions of dollars with no actual business.
You know, when it comes to grants, I get offers all the time for loans. Why don't they give me offers for grants? Why don't they call me up and say, hey, Ron, we've got $65,000 waiting for you, and it's a grant. You don't even have to pay it back.
Keep it.
That would be brilliant.
I
always think to myself, I always
say, sir, we got these final papers for you for your loan to be approved. What loan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Make it a grant. Make it a grant with no strings attached. I'm totally in.
But somehow the Prince of Nigeria is always willing to lend me a couple bucks after I let him.
That guy's
he banned me. I melted 2 of his computers.
I know somebody fell for that. They lost 30 grand.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. It was bad. It ruined his life.
Well, they did catch a lady that was stealing something, I think, out of Flagler County. They finally got her, but she was in Kentucky. She was 70-something years old, and they caught her doing those scams that she got paid by gift cards.
Like
yes, the Target gift card scam.
They Walmart and all things. They nailed one of these people, and apparently she was posing as an agent and telling people that they own money.
Oh my gosh!
There's a whole YouTube channel dedicated to that, to busting those people.
It's sad.
Just bust a move. In other sad news, well, I don't know if this is sad news. This is just news. The first part of it, you're going to see is sad, but we do have some breaking news that we've got to cover. I just want to let everybody know that we've got a short show today. So we are ending in basically like half an hour. We're going to cover a couple things. If you want to support the show, that's great. Don't do it if you don't have the money to do it. But if you do it, we will celebrate you. And we do have a goal of 5. That 5 super chat goal is any level 99 cents and up. So it doesn't have to be a lot, but it will get attention to the comment if you want extra attention to the comment, and we'll read it if it's out there. So and we will absolutely celebrate it as well. But for the moment, we got to get to our breaking news. All right, guys, we have breaking news, and this first one is going to come to us out of X, and you're not going to believe this. It's Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren is weighing in on pop culture. Can you believe this? I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can see it on your screens. This is Elizabeth Warren's post today on X. Says, one of Trump's billionaire buddies just bought Paramount. Now he wants to buy Warner Brothers. That means one giant company could control almost everything you watch on TV. And then she goes down this list. A lot of these things, it doesn't work that way, by the way. A lot of these things will get sold off and it'll get changed. First of all, it doesn't necessarily work that way, Senator Warren. Second of all, why is a Disney character weighing in?
I just want to know if she's upset that 23andMe is not on that list.
Yeah, I don't know, but Pocahontas is weighing in from Disney, and I'm like, hey, lady, are you not aware of just how much Disney already owns? It's not like this is a new thing.
What about Amazon? They're buying up stuff left and right.
Well, she commented on that too. She had said something about
hasn't she seen how big Disney actually is?
She's not, for some reason, she's not commenting anything about Disney and how big they are. But I think that's because she works for them. I mean, she's Pocahontas, so
it's the billionaires.
She paints with all the colors of the wind.
She does. She's going. she's not going to look at Disney. She's going, look over there, just around the river bend. Just around the river bend. That song always gets to me because it's also the name of my elementary school, the River Bend Elementary. Oh. Yeah. Because my school was literally located at the bend of a river, but they weren't that creative. So, but yeah, so she weighs in on this, and just to get you the story up of what exactly it is that she's weighing in on, we'll go over here to thatparkplace.com, and out of thatparkplace.com, bookmark it if you haven't yet. This is our good friend Marvin Montanaro. Warner Brothers Discovery is officially for sale. Zaslav confirms strategic review in internal memo to staff. I think this tab is doing the shaky thing again. Anyway, I'll try to read this as best I can. Warner Brothers Discovery may soon look very different from the company that merged just 3 years ago. In an internal email sent Monday morning, CEO David Zaslav confirmed to employees that company board of directors has begun a formal process to evaluate a broad range of strategic options, including potential sales, mergers, or structural separations. So here's the thing about this situation that Warren did not get right. It's not just one suitor. It's not just one company that's looking for this potential purchase. You've got, at least we know, Comcast is looking at this as a possibility, as well as Skydance, Paramount. So anybody
Comcast,
that wants to on the panel,
jettisoned part of NBC because it wasn't profitable too, are looking at buying up other companies.
Right. So wait, what did they just jettison, Jeremy?
So MSNBC is on their own now. And in fact, they're trying to keep the name MSNBC, but they're losing it.
I thought they were going to MS Now.
Yes, they tried to keep the name. They tried to keep the funding. But what I was at Comcast when the NBC deal went through. I was in corporate sales. And it was such a big deal at the time. But what I think is interesting is they're allowed to parse that out, but throw their money at buying up another mammoth chunk of, and they'll parse that out too. There's rumors that TNT might be on the block when this goes up.
Yeah, that's why I said it's not going to be like everything's. CNN will probably be out the door for sure. Obviously, if they don't want MSNBC, they don't want CNN. And I think I have a better idea though for a name for MSNBC than MS Now. I think they should go with MS Hit, right? Because it's all the news that hits. So, I mean, I think it's a more accurate description of what they do on their channel, right?
I vote for that one.
MS.
I like that one.
I hear.
I'll get kicked off.
I can hear Mr. Mackey saying it. Okay. Yeah.
Who's the guy that they have on? Who's their big? I'm sorry, not Rachel Maddow, the girl.
No, you were right. Go ahead. I think she's sponsored by Tux.
Isn't it Ray? I thought it was Ray.
Tux medicated pads for people who touch.
Yeah. William Schweikert says, "Wait, CNN gone? My heart's broken."
Don't cry too much, William. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, what will an airport be without CNN playing somewhere in the background? Although, pleasant actually. It's funny. I always think of the early days of CNN when it first started, and they started the 24-hour news cycle, and it's been a mess ever since because the moment news got on cable 24/7 is the moment that they had to change it to entertainment because it had to be interesting to watch, and you got to put something on that advertisers can, have eyeballs in front of, and so it stopped being so much news, and it got to be a lot more entertainment and commentary. And the people that were in charge at the time, they decided that, well, most of the country probably believes like our little bubble here, and the news started skewing one specific direction, and then other cable networks came along and that decided to kind of go against that. That's where Fox News came in, and game changer. And now all of them, Fox News, along with the rest of the mainstream media, they're all kind of just dying out, just kind of blowing like tumbleweed. I mean, Fox News is probably doing better than the rest. Yeah. Everybody watches YouTube for the news anyway. I mean, it seems like to me. I've been watching YouTube on my television, I want to say, for at least 10 years.
Yep, same here.
I mean, I don't remember. It was first Fire Stick. What else was out there?
I have the Fire TV that I have modded so I can do anything I want with it.
I
usually use it for YouTube.
We've had Roku's before there were the smart TVs that just have everything built in. But
yeah,
I've been watching it like that for as long as you could.
Yeah. I mean, it's and TVs now are so cheap. Like you can get an 85-inch for under $1,000. Just in Walmart, I'm like, man, I wish the groceries would do what the television prices are doing. 65-inch TV. 65-inch TV for $245, man.
Dude, I went into Sam's Club with my brother when he was visiting. They had a 100-inch TV for like $750.
100-inch. I
100-inch.
mean, that's huge.
I'm just like,
that would be my whole living room wall. But yeah,
sometimes size does matter.
It's like, I know I'm blind.
Shogi, a million hospital waiting rooms suddenly cried out, and were suddenly CNN-less. I don't think that would die out to thunderous applause. That's for sure. Follow that white Bronco. Oh my gosh, I remember that day. Who knows?
Yeah, so do I.
I know we're veering from the story, but where was everybody when that popped on television?
Pompton Plains, New Jersey, at my old job doing installs for car audio, remote starts and pagers and cell phones and all that crap back then.
What year was it?
95?
Do you really want to know where I was?
I mean, I know exactly where I was when it popped on TV. So
I was in second grade. I have no idea.
There you go.
I was just about to graduate. The case was settled while I was in college.
Okay.
adjudicating.
So
but
I was working at Perkins restaurant.
Hey, I love some Perkins.
And we happened to have a television there, and it turned on, and like
It was
everybody, like
1994. Yeah.
Was it 94?
Native, yeah.
Yeah, couldn't remember
You
whether
remember
it was
how
94 or
big
95.
that was?
Yeah, because I was, I'm not going to say my age, but yeah, I was. And the funny thing is, we went to the Ford dealerships and we were putting in car audio and CD changers and all that stuff. And the boss at the time, she goes, listen, you can't install any into white Ford Broncos. We need to mark them up more before you do it. I was crying.
Did they start? Did they start selling more after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Those and pocket knives went way up. I remember this joke. We were going to school, and one of the teachers goes, knock, knock. Oh, who's there? And they say, OJ. OJ, who? You're on the jury. It was that prevalent.
It was a big thing. I remember at that point in time, right after that trial, they started selling gloves one size down. They said, hey, buy these because if the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
Holy moly.
That was just a couple years removed from the Lorena Bobbitt trial, where they had a hot dog vendor with
you know what his pickup
cans of
line
slice.
is, right? You know what his pickup line is, right? Hey, baby, you want to see my scar?
Oh, gross.
Oh
no.
Yeah, I used to use the phrase "bobbatized," and yeah, it's instead of getting cut off, you just got bobbatized. You
They're
just
so
got
lucky
bobbatized.
And they found it
Oh
with
my
police
gosh.
dogs.
We are. I'm looking at Jared. Jared's 27 in the chat, and I'm like, I'm so old, man.
He's just a baby.
Yeah.
I
Anyhow,
think underwear older.
as far as the merger is concerned, and let me see if I can get the story correctly back up on the screen now. I tried to refresh the screen, so hopefully it'll do what it's supposed to do. Let's see here. Let's see if it works. But where are you? All right. My screen doesn't have enough room for all of the buttons for this. There we go. All right. So you get it. There's the story. Netflix claims it won't buy. Oh, this is a different one. Netflix claims it won't buy Warner Brothers Discovery. All right. So this was today. This is a follow-up. And yeah, so Netflix has once again made its position clear, has no interest in buying Warner Brothers Discovery, even as Hollywood braces for another major wave of consolidation. Speaking to analysts during Netflix Q3 earnings call, co-CEOs Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters dismissed speculation that the streaming giant might enter the bidding fray. So we'll go around the panel, and who would you all want to purchase Warner Brothers if it's going to get purchased? Skydance, Paramount, Comcast, Disney. They're not. Disney can't bid. They don't have any money.
Comcast.
You'd prefer Comcast? Having Harry Potter, I think, rolled into that would be a good thing for the parks, especially.
Yeah.
Do you think Comcast is going to continue to give more attention to the parks?
The way they're making money? Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, their CEOs talked about it too. There's stuff in the works for all three of those parks right now. It just seems like they're just going to keep rolling with it. So I'd say Comcast too. Like their business has been fantastic now for a little bit.
Here's what I want to happen. And I think Comcast would be great. And if they buy it, I would love to see. I mean, I know Six Flags has the deal with Warner Brothers, DC, all the Looney Tunes characters, and I hate the idea of Six Flags losing not so much the DC stuff, but the Looney Tunes stuff.
Yeah.
If Comcast buys it, and I wouldn't mind them converting Marvel Superhero Island to DC, but I don't think they will. And the reason I don't think they will is because they have such a stranglehold on Disney by keeping
They give that up to be crazy.
Yeah. I would love to see Disney be able to do more. Well, okay, I should have said 10 years ago, I would have loved to have seen Disney be able to do more with the MCU property specifically to have I've always wanted to see a representation of Wakanda if they did it right. If they did, but I mean, right now, the people at Disney, I don't think they do Wakanda right in the parks. And you don't have the space in Disneyland to do everything. You got tons of space in Florida. But as we see, the current Disney company isn't even using the space they have. They're just killing old things.
Right.
I don't know why. What are they? Your local park is Jess. You've got
with Cedar Point.
Cedar Point. When I know Cedar Point is one of those parks that they typically try to do something new every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when they open up for the season.
Yep.
Have they gotten rid of anything that was like so traditional fan favorite that the fans just really lashed out and said, yeah, no?
No, they for being on a peninsula, for anyone that doesn't know, I mean, they're out in Lake Erie. Like there's not an unlimited amount of land. Over the last like decade or so, they tore down some really old employee dorms to make room for some. They cleared some land that was out in the middle of like an internal pond. They expanded out onto the beach a little bit for some things. So they've definitely removed some things, but none of it was like deal breakers that people were going crazy over. And at Cedar Point, like most of the time you're getting like a blockbuster coaster every few years. So I don't know. I think for what they are, for being like a regional park, they do a really good job.
And is Cedar Point, they're part of Cedar Fair. So are they in that conglomerate with Six Flags right now?
They are now, yeah. Now we had talked about this probably a month or so ago about the Peanuts Charlie Brown deal, because that's what traditionally all the Cedar Fair parks had, and they just renewed their 5-year contract a couple weeks ago. So it does look like Six Flags and the like legacy Cedar Fair parks are gonna kind of stick to their own sides for now. I don't know if there's going to be an overlap.
So, and do they have the Kings Park too? Kings Island, Kings Dominion,
and Carowinds, and then
Carowinds,
up by Jeremy, Michigan's Adventure.
Michigan's Adventure.
Yes.
Why aren't you there, Jeremy, checking it out? We want reports.
Because Michigan Adventure sucks.
Most of the people from Michigan come to Cedar Point.
Yes,
that's what I understand too. Yeah, like I mean,
it was Boblo. Blow is in the name.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, I was just like, Michigan. It doesn't sound like an exciting park that has a pretty.
It tries to be.
It really wants to be. We'll give it credit. The little engine that couldn't.
The little engine that couldn't. Let me see if I can find. I think one more story. Oh yes, I wanted to do this one real quick. Before this is actually, gosh, how do I even? I don't have a happy one for this. Well, I guess we'll just do the breaking news one again, because this one's good. This is a good theme park story that we're about to do, which means it probably doesn't involve Disney. All right, again, out of that parkplace.com. And this one is by our friend Cham Lee. Universal announces 2-month-long Mardi Gras for 2026 with more information still to come. That's right, Mardi Gras, Universal's Mardi Gras party celebration is expanding. And this is very cool. They bring in some great concerts in the past. I have seen Kelly Clarkson. I have seen MC Hammer perform at this thing. That was a total mess. When MC Hammer performed at Mardi Gras, this was a while back, he invited the audience to come on stage, anybody who wanted to come on stage. Do you know how big of a mess that was? Because they did. Like, I was like 50 people that they came on stage, and security was going nuts. They're like, what are you doing? You felt like, but it all worked out. But it was funny, and it was a horrible show as far as like MC Hammer. Every single night he would do his number, right? And then there was no transition to the next number. He would just stop. He would like talk with
Camera
his band or
time.
the audience for a while. It was awful. And I was very, very disappointed. Kelly Clarkson, on the other hand, she put on a great show. I can't say anything bad about her. So
are those all included, Ron? Those shows, the
the
concerts?
shows are included if with your ticket or with your pass or however
Nice.
you have entered the park. It does not. That it's part of free. It's actually a huge thing in Orlando because, of course, Epcot has shows during Flower and Garden. Actually, okay, Epcot shows start with Festival of the Arts, and Festival of the Arts they have Broadway singers come in and they take the stage at the American Adventure Theater, and so they do the Broadway singer shows. There are bands that come in for Flower and Garden and bands that come in for Food and Wine. However, it used to be a huge deal, and they used to get really, really great lineups. And this year, there's a lot of filler. There's a lot of local cover bands that are filling in. So I don't know what's going on with that, but also Bands, Brews, and Barbecue at SeaWorld. They bring in bands. I actually saw Huey Lewis in the News there once, and there's a whole Latin festival.
Awesome.
That's
Seen
nice.
Pop Evil there. Seen a bunch of bands.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
They also do a Latin festival where it's all Latin music for like a month and a half, bringing in different bands. So that, like all these local parks, I mean, basically if you're a pass holder to the parks, you can kind of go see any, I mean, they're kind of past their prime artists, not all of them completely over the hill, but with a lot of them, I mean, it might as well be Branson, Missouri. You're getting so many acts from the past. So.
I like them better anyways.
That's the good
Yeah.
music. I mean, who gives a crap if One Direction gets a reunion tour?
I used to joke when I lived in Branson that it would be about right now that NSYNC would open up a theater there.
And you got Backstreet in Vegas. I mean,
do that. Backstreet Boys in Vegas.
go.
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block just did a Vegas stint.
Yeah. NKOTB. Going Shogi says, I was disappointed with the Knots hanging show this year. It wasn't clever, just dirty, which is fine, but raunchy for raunchy's sake is boring. Well, that's no good. Don't be raunchy. All right, so the annual celebration, Universal Resort titled Mardi Gras International Flavors of Carnival, has announced its dates for 2026. According to a recent update, the event will run daily from February 7th through April 4th, 2026 at Universal Studios Florida. Visitors can begin to schedule their spring vacation to the event, which is included with general admission. So there's your answer, Jess. What to expect? What's yet unannounced? While the exact details of the 2026 edition, such as the full concert lineup, parade, float themes, and food kiosks have not yet been released, one can reasonably anticipate the following based on prior years. 1, a nightly parade featuring floats, performers, bead tossing, and music. And there is, of course, one activity they don't do because it's a theme park. A nightly parade featuring floats, performers, food and beverage offerings inspired by cuisines around the globe, but tied to the international flavors motif. Concerts on select nights held after the parade at the Music Plaza stage instead of the park, and a float, ride, and dine experience since 2022 that involved reserving a spot aboard a parade float and enjoying a multi-course meal. Wow, check that out. So you can actually be in one of the floats. So check out this article over at thatparkplace.com for more details, and there's more details to come. What do you guys think about Universal's Mardi Gras?
This sounds super fun. I will just be missing it. You guys know I'm going to be moving down there, but we won't be down until June. But I would love to see this the next year when we're down there. The float, ride, and dine is very cool. I like that. I'm kind of curious about a price point. Have you guys ever done that before?
I've never done that.
That looks cool.
I know Tom
sit on the float. Nope.
You tried to sit on the float?
No, I have not tried to have dinner and do that float thing.
Yeah. I think there's also, I could be wrong, but I feel like there's other ways to get on the float too.
Yeah, as a pass holder, you could do it too.
Okay. Yeah. So there are ways that you can get on the floats. I don't think I went to any of the Mardi Gras stuff last year. I think I got my pass maybe just after that. So, which means my pass will for sure last through Mardi Gras this year. So I'll definitely be covering it in February and March. And there's a lot of like.
So are you saying you
Honestly,
wouldn't renew it if you didn't?
what's that?
Are you?
Oh, I
saying
know.
you
I
wouldn't-
definitely want to renew my Universal pass for sure. And Universal is one that I believe with Universal, it's kind of like SeaWorld. If you just let it go, it will renew automatically. Is that right, Tom?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay, so Disney's you actually have to call up to renew if you're paying like on a monthly plan. SeaWorld, you
SeaWorld
don't.
does. It rolls over.
It just rolls over for sure. And I think Universal rolls over from what I was reading about it. But if you don't, I mean, obviously you can call them and stop it and say, "Hey, I want my pass to end at the end of this period." But if it rolls over, it rolls over. But yeah, I'm looking forward to everything that's coming out with Universal, and I'm also looking forward to. I mean, now by 2026, Epic Universe is going to have its first year out of the way. They're going to have learned a lot from the operation. 2026, they're still going to be kinks to work out, but I am 100% sure that they are planning on festivals, celebrations, events, all those types of things that will eventually come online at Epic Universe. But of course, it's the first year of operation. So, you can only do so much when you have people just clamoring to get there in the first place. How many times have you been, Tom?
5.
5. I have been once to Epic Universe. And I want to go a lot, but and of course my kid wants to go a lot. Well, we'll definitely be getting a pass as soon as those are
But 3 of
available.
those times are basically free.
Oh, nice. Very nice. William Schweikert.
Jess is looking at me like, how did you do that? I'll explain later.
I bet it will be very different from Yes, it is. It's a celebration of Mardi Gras. I imagine it's pretty different, and I don't think that I've seen, even in the coverage of, I don't know that I've seen anything where the ladies act the way they do at a Mardi Gras parade. Also, the parade for Universal takes place during the day, not at night, I think. I mean, did they ever have the Mardi Gras parade at night, Tom? At Universal?
Towards the
I know
evening, but it's not dark.
Yeah. And Go and Shogi has been 0 times to Epic Universe.
Womp
womp. Womp womp. Yeah. And he says it will certainly smell different. Yes. The Universal Mardi Gras smells a lot more like butterbeer.
That's the way it should be.
Yes, and the New Orleans Mardi Gras smells more like urine.
Excrement.
Yeah. It's anyone. I've never been to the New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans. Last time I was in New Orleans I was a kid. I was to perform for my show choir in high school. So
I've never been.
Wild Man of Yavin. I was thinking it, but how about them beads, ladies? Yeah, how about them beads, ladies? Exactly. I don't think we'll have that. But speaking of beads, this was a horrible transition. We've got to get over to the pro show, so I'm going to let you know what they got going on. Let's start over here with Thomas the Tank Engine. Tom, what do you got going on in your channel?
Same old stuff, modding for you, modding for other people, showing up on your stream, showing up on Lorena's stream, and I'm working on stuff in the background, but can't get into it right now.
It's all coming up, so go subscribe to Tom. Jeremy has got lots going on over at Strings and Pucks. Tell the folks where they can find you and what you have happening.
Absolutely. So Strings and Pucks, every Sunday and Tuesday at 10 a.m. I release a new song. It's just me playing guitar and singing. The channel just hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'm going to be starting to live stream, looking at about a half hour of me just singing and playing. once or twice a week. That'll be coming very soon. So please subscribe so you can get those notifications.
Congratulations on hitting 1,000 subscribers. Yay! That's awesome. And I do believe that our friend Jess, who also hearts the theme parks, might also have a very similar announcement. Right, Jess?
Yes, we're at 1,008 subscribers the last time I looked. So just me and Jeremy are chugging along. So I'm super excited for him too. If you're not already subscribed, please go over and subscribe. Kit Kat, I actually have some Scare Zone videos up there from Cedar Point. I made it through. I survived. I had a 10-year-old with a Nobu necklace next to me the whole time, but that's okay. We had a really nice time. So get over there. I want to start doing live streams too. So you should start seeing that come up pretty soon. I don't have a schedule yet, but would love to see you guys all over there.
Cool. So go check out Jess Hearts the Theme Parks. We are so grateful having her here on the channel and having you on the panels. You bring a lot to the show, and we appreciate it so much. I appreciate everybody that's in the chat, everybody that has been on the channel. Before we go, I think we have to do at least one celebration just for everybody being here tonight. Woohoo! And now we have got to get everybody over to the WDW Pro Show on the go. He's going to be starting in about a minute or so. So everybody go check out WDW Pro and I'm not sure how he's doing the show. I will likely be on at some point in time during the show, but it's a longer show and the format's going to be a little bit different during the 200,000 subscriber celebration. So we will see you over there. Thank you, everybody that came in tonight. See everyone over there for the 200. And we should redirect right over there, guys. So until next time, we will either be back Sunday or Monday. So make sure you've got your notifications turned on. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Click the notifications bell. Share this out on your social medias with all your friends. And until next time, we will, in fact, see ya real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.
Dishes are done, man. Cleans them down to the shot.